First of all, like
someone could have
like you at the front door, bro. Like you're just a fucking idiot.
You were in your car.
Right. Like that's what I mean. Like if you gonna eat it, bro, eat it in the car.
If you eat it like this, nobody knows.
Like nobody knows. Yeah, they don't know what's going. Bro, you waited till you was at the front door. So that's one. And
no. So imagine what he's doing in his car.
No, that's not what he did at all.
Come on, man.
That's
not.
It was. Yeah, no. I think that's it.
Did you want to talk about Cardi B and Offset?
Did I? No. I didn't talk about that?
We did not.
I knew. Oh, that's why I think that gap in my brain of like, when I was like, I think that's it actually. That was supposed to be the first thing. Yeah. I know. We got into fucking Joy Behar.
No, we got into nervous peeing. And then...
oh, yeah, we got into my...
Traumatic
I couldn't even think of the fucking word. My traumatic childhood experiences. I don't even know what this clip is.
Pediatric experience.
I'm broken. First of all...
we talked about being... we felt... I mean, I didn't know the story, I think, when we talked about it. But we talked about...
I had to get up. Go. That was Tourette's, by the way. Just came out. I couldn't even stop myself. Go ahead.
It's hard, yeah.
I was going to hit you with a mom.
I know you were. That's why I just waited
stopped for the second show.
I knew that was coming.
For the second show. I didn't want to, but you left me that gap.
We were saying we felt bad for him, but I didn't know what he did. So I was like, I don't know. But also, like, did we talk about it on the podcast? The apology? Oh, no, we didn't. That's
no, I was going to say that's what we're talking about. Welcome to the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going to play the goddamn clip.
No, Offset. Not this.
Not this one?
No, not this one.
Offset. Sorry. Offset. I just want to say.
What are you doing? Don't play that one. You have to play the other one first.
Do I?
His apology on Instagram. That's the one. That was his first one.
I wanted to get right to the jokes. You're right. I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry, listeners. I had everything else queued up, but I forgot. I just wanted to get right to the jokes. See, Joy Behar, she got me wanting to shake that shit off. I'm blaming her. Like, she's the new Fergie. I'm just going to play her voice on my soundboard. It's going to be terrible.
You're not.
Offset. Woo, 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 woo. Records on records, got Beckers on Beckers. I'm riding 3 minutes. I'm riding around in a coupe.
It can't be 3
I
minutes.
took you a bitch right from you. Bitch, I'm my dog. Woo, woo. Well, you want to listen to a YouTube commercial? Because I ain't got the red.
Maybe.
I can't even hear this shit.
Is that as loud as it goes?
Yep.
Because he's whispering.
You gotta put on the. That's what you gotta do if you're gonna leave a voicemail. I don't want to play this one. This one's trash.
Okay, so he made a public apology. Well, Instagram apology, saying all he wants for his Christmas is to be with his daughter and his wife back, and that's all he wanted for his birthday. And he's sorry for making her look crazy because he was he didn't fuck that girl, but he was entertaining it.
Oh, you're good. You got a good memory. Oh, I think I did hear that actually. It was trash though.
You did, yeah.
But and we talked about him.
Because she said she wanted to get a divorce, and then that was...
Yeah. Right. And it was... I was like, damn, Offset. But then, like, and obviously you can't... I think it's weird that people, like, get back together. Like, it's none of my business, and right. I'm here for strictly the sake of the jokes. He fucked up in his life, and she don't want to talk to him. That's her business. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
I think it's... I know that everything is public, and we're talking about it, so it gives us something to talk about, but, like, it's a little crazy to like do that.
What?
Both of them, actually. Like her saying like we ain't together. I mean, you have to say that because you guys are, like it's gonna look crazy if you don't say it. But sure. Like I feel like there was a better way to do it, and that's probably why she deleted the video.
See, I think it's but yeah, that's why I think it's weird. I'm like, wait, this is like that's really his girl. Like so that's why at first I was championing it. Like, damn, that's really his wife. Like this is like. What does the internet have to do with it?
Yeah. Like, why are we talking about this? Like, leave him alone. But they.
That's what I'm saying. But with those, that was then with all these videos and all this information, it's just like, well, shit. Now we're in. Like,
now I know everything about you.
Yeah, what's happening? But I forget. I was gonna get into something.
That.
But I'll play the second clip first. come back to me. Showing up at your girl's job is never a good idea. Ever. Especially if she don't take you back. But
what's that? You're not really you can't hear it.
No, you can't at all. That was terrible. But that was trash too.
But let me just say.
Sorry.
I listened to it on like 8 videos so I could hear it better.
I'm sorry, bro.
I'm sorry, bruh.
No, you can't. I'm sorry, bro. Yeah, you can't, bro. Your girl.
What?
I think that's what I was getting.
Your wife that you want to take you back. You called her bruh. Like it ain't serious.
I think he's just too cool for school, and also
he's a fucking idiot.
That's what I wanted to say.
He thinks he could just buy her back and I'll just apologize on Instagram. She'll take me back. Like nah, she's better than that now.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was.
Cardi B better not go back to him. Not for a long time if she does. Like he got.
Can we get into that? Changes. I'm glad you brought this up. We'll get into that also. This is good. This is good. Because I just wanted to get into the jokes, but this is good. Because you got me hook, line, and sinker. He did say his mistakes were public. So the reason he's putting this up is because in an actual tweet he said this. You can go find an actual tweet. He said my mistakes were public, and the reason I'm doing all this publicly is because she was embarrassed publicly, and I want to apologize publicly. And I put it on the gram like 2 years ago because I really felt that. And I don't want to be a hypocrite. If I am, seriously, call me out ever. But I'm just saying, if you fuck up publicly,
yeah.
The apology should be just as loud. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So if you, because I feel like, and it wasn't on this scale, but I feel like, so say you put something up on the gram about someone, and you're wrong, and a whole video, a 40-minute video, a 40-second video, like fuck you, you're an asshole, you kick my fucking dog, and whatever else happened, you go look at your ring, look at the camera, and you're like, oh shit, you didn't kick my fucking dog.
Right.
I want that. I want 45 seconds now of the same energy. Like, yo, my fault. Take care. Like, no. I need that same energy.
But
so
I feel like he's not coming with. He's fake coming with the same.
I think he's too cool. I think he's too cool for school. Like when he's like, I'm sorry, bro. Like that's like, yo, you're not even in. I feel like you got to go in it. Like
he's like really. He's like faking.
I think it's actually weird. I don't think Gucci Mane got down on one knee, but that's another story. I consider him a good husband. So guys that are too cool to get down on one knee. Like if you're gonna propose, don't just hand her this shit. Like
it's weird.
You want this? Like you gotta go ahead.
I think he did get on one knee because he did it at a basketball.
No, that's why. Maybe if I'm wrong, Gucci, please don't slap me. He's like 6. Gucci's a big guy. He's like 6'6". I don't want to smoke. I pick my battles very wisely. I'm getting old.
I feel your best.
I kick the Uber driver's ass, but Gucci Mane, I'm good. Not
happening.
But now let's get into end the jokes, I guess, to get serious for a second. I'm not saying he's right anymore. I think he did fuck up, even if he didn't fuck those girls, like he said, or wasn't. You fucked up. I can't. He's wrong. You're wrong in that situation. Even if you didn't, you was out there, you got caught, you fucked up. It's right now, and I don't want to wear it. I don't want to be a microwave and say she better. Like maybe it's 2 years from now, he's still begging, and I'm gonna pause there for a second. I actually didn't. I fucked up before in my life. The girl stopped talking to me, and I actually went beyond my means of communication, like. But see, now in my brain, I did some creepy shit in my life, don't get me wrong. Like 2007 creepy, not like 2018 creepy. Like, but I know in my social awareness, showing up to a girl's job is a bad idea. No, dead ass.
Yeah.
But it's different. Like I feel like will you crash the show, my G? Like, that's crazy.
Right.
It's way backstage that Cardi B catches backstage. Like I don't know, but again. He did fuck up. So I'm saying all that to say if this is what changes him and makes him like, please, I'm not gonna. It's a real relationship between real people. Right. So I'm like, yo, whatever y'all speed is, go for it. But I feel like he's not serious right now.
They're
also 26 and 27. I want to point that out.
I know, but I feel like he's not serious about he's. like thinks he's serious, but he's not serious.
Pardon me, I didn't finish my point. I'm sorry. I want to be clear. After like not even 3 months, like after like 2 months, because I felt like it was like my first heartbreak took me like 2 years to get over. Mm-hmm. My second heartbreak was about like 6 months. This was like that 3-month heartbreak.
Okay.
Of being like, all right, like once I was over it, I was actually over it, and I'm like, fucking 5 years later, I was like, wow, thank God she didn't take me back. Like, no, deadass, like, yeah. So that's why I think this public shit is all, as far as the jokes are concerned, is like, bruh, like, but I respect it, and not even to be, if it was me, I'm looking at me, I'm like, thank God I didn't show up to her job on camera.
Right. That's what I was thinking. Like
if you got some email, and that's where even telling this story or whatever, if you got an email and you leaked it or whatever, or it was just like, oh, what? It was like, look at the date on that shit. That was then. Like, if there was this, if I went on stage like, I'm sorry, bro, I'd be like, that was then. I didn't like you anymore. So I want to be clear and real, again, as far as I'm concerned. Because now I look at like you, I'm like, oh, this, I was like, bro, you got to buy the house next door. Like me,
I'm worried he's gonna do it again. I'm worried he's not serious enough.
Right, so if he's serious, I respect it.
If he thinks that she's like the one, he should be a lot more serious. You know what I mean? Like,
sure.
He just said, "I'm sorry, bruh."
No, that's why
I really listened to it on like 8 different videos. I was like, he didn't say that. He couldn't have said that.
He said it.
He fucking said it.
Like, if me then at 26, I would have been like, I don't know, like, whatever. But, like, I know my feelings.
Literally like, that.
Oh, yeah. No, my first heartbreak was 2 weeks. That's why I knew I was ready to get married. Like, you know what I'm saying? That, like, oh, no, you got to marry the person you love. Because this is whack.
Yeah.
This is not. Yeah. I'm not doing this with anyone else ever again in my life.
But that's what I mean. Like, should they really be together if he was, like... She was, like, pregnant, like, about to give birth when this happened. Apparently, I think. Podcast facts, but I did look into it a bit, and I think it was, like, in June or July or June, I think. And, like...
See, this is where it's, like...
But if he fucked up and then came with a real apology, like, from your soul, like, he's just showing out because that's all this is my opinion on it.
No, it's public. Go for it. Knock yourself out.
He's just showing out and thinking that she'll, like, but he doesn't sound like he's serious. He's, like, mumbling.
I think it's weird because, like, it's public and he's like, I'm going to do this. I am, and that's why I'm glad we're getting into it. Because I'm looking at it like...
How would you feel doing that crazy shit too?
Right. I had that's why I explained my 2 feelings about it, because I was like, on the other end, if like, this is your wife.
Yeah.
And I said to myself, I would get married one time, and one time only. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I think, like, thank God the girl that when I jumped out the window for, when I didn't even, like, was just going, like, just...
Right.
Doing it, just going through the motions, like, yo, please, come on.
Right.
I got text, email, call the job, definitely. Like, if you gotta speak to the boss, like, hey, right, just one time though, time on the record, one time. You can't be, don't be calling. You call it 3 times, bro. You stalking. Like,
true.
You don't even love her that much because you know this is crazy. Like, this is you just out of line, right? So if you go through those stages, I feel like. And it's obviously she might not be answering his calls for real. He might be like, "Yo,
I think that's exactly what's going on."
Right. So if that's really his wife, his girl, like I think he pressed. I think it's
probably
like
right. He's probably embarrassed.
But I think he has to go. I think he's like he said.
I hope he's embarrassed.
What do you mean?
I hope he's embarrassed. I hope that's why he's saying, "I'm sorry, bruh." Like.
Nah, I think that is fucked up. Yeah.
Like,
I think that is.
I feel like he should have got down on his knees. Yeah. You serious? Get on your knees.
Jesus Christ! See, that's why I don't cross you, because you cold motherfucker. Like. Wait, where is this? Goddamn, where's R. Kelly? Oh, forget it. I ruined it. I ruined it. I close my mouth, swallow spit. As I'm thinking to myself, this is some deep shit.
He is the worst.
But he described, that's what, in that moment, I'm like,
that's why do you remember I used to be like, you're an R. Kelly fan? I said it to you like 3,000 times since I've known you. Like, you're an R. Kelly fan? Like, and you were like, he has 17 zillion songs. And I was like, but you're an R. Kelly fan? And I was
like... That was the old me.
My bad.
New World Order. I'm getting New World Orders. No, because you know why? My dad used to say, like... My dad used to be like, listen to R. Kelly. And I thought it was my dad had a failed mixtape from the 80s. And I'm like, yo, stop hating. Like, this is some creative shit. But my dad used to say, like, I got daughters. I would have fucked R. Kelly up. And I used to be like, oh, no, that is crazy. Get it? Like, once I turned like 26, what? I don't know. Like, I hit a mark. Maybe like 28. And I started thinking about it like an actual, his lyrics.
Right.
As a man now, is like, oh no, this is fucked up. Like,
I mean, he's not one that you can't, like...
But that's what I can't be...
You can understand him.
Right. He's like, oh...
Telling you a fucking story.
Yeah, I'm like, oh no.
Tell you a bedtime
story.
I'm
like, I'm not gonna get into bed. I don't want to handle... R. Kelly's in enough trouble, and we're having a good time. But I saw a song, it came... And I do have R. Kelly albums downloaded. This was like, maybe today or yesterday. The fucking song title is I Like the Crotch on You. I just saw the song title. I never actually listened to this because I just listened to My Life on Shuffle. I looked at the song title on the screen. I was like, now you can't say you didn't know. Like, I look at this shit, I'm like, I've never seen this before. This I don't even have to listen to this. You can't say you didn't know. No, dead ass. Like, come on. So my feelings with R. Kelly are drastically changed. And I don't get outraged about it.
Right.
I'm not a judge. Like, I don't even, for the sake of, I know why they're changed, because for the sake of the joke, I don't even do it other than these soundboards, because I'm like, damn, that's one little piece. See, I'm trying to take, and I'm like, I don't know if it's like my inner comedian. I'm like, damn, this is a bad person, but if I take this one thing from about 2011, like, can I get it off? I look at it like...
you remember music, like, extremely well. Like you say, you have a rap
I got a Jay-Z bar for everything that happened. Like, I got a rap line for everything that happens. So, maybe one day these soundboards will make sense, but today, it ends the podcast. Like,
do we have an ending sound?
No.
He says yes, I says no. He says yes, I says no. He says here's the truth.
Did that work?
I think that worked.
I think that worked. Let me about this podcast. That's it, I think. Thanks, R. Kelly. Linz, it's good to have you.
Good to be here.
At The Real Business McCrimmon on Instagram, King Bo Christ on Instagram. I think. How do I do this? What's happening?
See you next time.
See you next time. Ciao for now. Have a day you deserve. And make sure you mind your motherfucking goddamn business.
And subscribe to our channel.
And subscribe. So mind my business and then mind your goddamn motherfucking business.